Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting review and another Kölsch from Cologne in Nordrhein-Westfalen, of course. This one is Küppers Kölsch, and it comes in this long neck bottle, as always with the Kölsch. Almost every time it comes in the long neck bottle, very traditional bottle shape for a Kölsch. Of course, I'm continuing my series about Kölsch beers. Kölsch, which is a fantastic German beer style that's very unique. I'm so much interested in German beer styles and German breweries, German beers. So of course, finally I'm having a series of Kölsch here on the channel. I've been reviewing some before, and now it's time for Küppers Kölsch, very traditional one, and gives a really great impression, also gives a high quality impression. So looking forward to it a lot. The Küppers Kölsch looking like this with its classical yellow and green label. Here's the back label. Of course, I'm going to read the information from this later on in the review, but of course it's from Cologne in Nordrhein-Westfalen, since Kölsch is a regionally protected beer style. It gives us a really great impression, this Kölsch beer style. So extremely much am I looking forward to this one. The Küppers Kölsch gives us so fantastic beer style impression. Let's start with opening up the bottle like this of a Küppers Kölsch and pour it up, of course, into the, for the beer style, well-fitting glass. Always important to use the right type of glass for the beer style that you're reviewing from. It really helps the right taste to be unleashed. Usually Kölsch glasses are a little bit smaller, but still this high and thin glasses. But this is a 0.5 liter bottle, so I want to pour up everything, and that's why I'm using this 0.5 liter glass for this Kölsch beer that's called Küppers Kölsch. And yeah, just really interesting gonna be to try this Kölsch. I'm gonna try as much Kölsch as I can on the channel, of course. So big thanks to my friend Harald, who did send me this bottle so I could review it here on the channel. That's extremely appreciated. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, very fantastic and fresh taste. Let's pour up everything of it. There we have it all into the glass with the fantastic foam head. That's so important. And I just have to show this label once again to you. Küppers Kölsch. Doesn't that look beautiful, that label? And classical, of course. So here is C, the nice two-fingered white foam crown, just the way it should be on a Kölsch. And the golden color and the thick white foam crown. So I think it's time to try it finally. Küppers Kölsch. Let's give it a try. Küppers Kölsch. Prost. Yeah, this is really a fantastic Kölsch, I would say. Fresh in taste, easy to drink, well balanced. High quality of the raw materials and the brewing process as something that's easy to feel in the taste for me. Being a Kölsch lover, this is a recommendation, of course. I really hope that you can find it when you're in Cologne. It might be hard to find outside of Cologne, of course, but it's really looking fantastic, this label. I like the color combination of it so much. Küppers Kölsch, and it tastes also amazing. Reine helle Obergärung. Küppers Kölsch, nach alter Tradition obergärig gebraut mit einem angenehmen würzigen Aroma. Genau richtig für alle, die nicht in irgendein Bier genießen möchten. Gebraut nach dem deutschen Reinheitsgebot. Zutaten: Wasser, Gerstenmalz, Weizenmalz, Hopfen, Extrakt, Hopfen. Küppers Brauerei, Postfach 800143 51001 Köln. Alcohol content 4.8% volume, as always on Kölsch. And yeah, this Küppers Brauerei in Cologne is having a really great Kölsch with this Küppers Kölsch. Let's give you some information about this brewery. Küppers Kölsch was first launched in 1962 by the Wicklow brewer from Wuppertal, Elberfeld. In July 1893, they opened a branch in the Brunnerstraße, Cologne Altstadt Süd, for the sale of their export beer in bottles, and in 1913 acquired a 400 square meter plot of land with a railway siding on Alteburger Straße in Cologne, Bayertal. Kölsch of the Küppers Kölsch was brand was then offered from May 20, 1962. At first it was a wage brew from Peter Josef Früh brewery. When Wickler started brewing Küppers Kölsch himself in Wuppertal 1964, the Cologne brewers successfully counteracted this. At least in Cologne, a not considerable part of the relevant public understood the designation Kölsch, not only reference to a type of beer, but such a production of beer in Cologne. Years later, the Higher Regional Court of Cologne followed this view with a judgment of October 1st, 1980. However, as early as 1964, Wickler had built a brewery with a brewing capacity of 1.4 million hectoliters on site at the Altenburger Straße 142, which started production in 1965. In contrast to what was usual with Kölsch up to that point, Küppers Kölsch was not only bottled in barrels in restaurants, but mainly in bottles for the end of the customer. Although it was disputed that the top fermented less durable Kölsch was suitable for this purpose, this sales channel prevailed. Until then, only about 35% of the beer drunk in and around Cologne was Kölsch, but this proportion increased to 75% by 1970 and 90% by 1980. In 1990, the Cologne Küppers Kölsch brewery with the Wickler brewery was sold to the Dutch Kölsch brewery group, and in 1994 the Dortmunder Bräu and Brunnen group. The facilities on Altenburger Straße were taken over by Dom brewery in October 2001, which continued to produce Küppers Kölsch as a wage of brew until 2004. Since then, Küppers Kölsch has been in the house of the Kölscher Brautradition, former Kölner Verbund Brauereien GmbH of Radeberger Group in Bergisch Gladberger Straße 116 to 134, brewed in Cologne Mülheim. In 2005, the Doom brewery stopped production on the Altenburger Straße. This site was sold in 2006 and has now been leveled. Küppers was one of the first Kölsch breweries and also exported to their beers abroad: France, Spain, Italy, the Netherlands. In the mid-1980s, it was the first Kölsch brewery to export Kölsch to the USA. I think that's it for now regarding Küppers Kölsch. Hope you like the reviews and see you again in next Kölsch beer review.